But I wondered, what shrine should be her shelter? This time, it was
What's
the
a fig?
Madonna herself who answered my question.
That's fairly well.
She said, "You shall build me a new church in Kingsbridge."
You mentioned there were fig trees in Africa. What are they?
It's a fruit, of course. It looks like a strawberry and tastes like a pear.
The scripture mentions these figs, and they sound nothing like that. Why is that?
No two apples look or taste alike. The same goes for figs, and doubly so.
I'm getting the impression that this man has never even been to Africa. But why would he lie?
And along the road, from Paris, across Normandy,
Excuse me. Don't interrupt.
the Weeping Madonna has chosen you, all of you.
How would they know about us? What is
I
going
will
on
tell
here?
you again, dear brothers and sisters.
Like reliquaries.
The
about
Weeping
them?
Madonna
Not very Christian,
has
more like
chosen
entertainers.
you, all of you.
What is in this book will not help me more than the answers I
could
can
have
find in my
continued
own
to carry
heart.
her from town to town until my flesh
Interact with them
succumbed.
then.
But this was not
Oh,
her
hello.
will.
Oh,
But I wondered, what shrine?
explore surroundings.
This time, it was the Madonna herself who answered my question.
Strange animals.
They look
I will tell
almost
you
like
again,
horses.
Are their horses made to look like camels?
she is a true
Hollow.
miracle that
Feels
will
like a wicker
change your
basket
life
covered in
as
pelts.
she
Well, yeah,
changed
why?
mine.
Well, I can see why they've done it in different places, but it seems but then you got the foreign monks, so you can't really
Before
distinguish things.
dawned upon
Tell me the truth. Why are you here?
We are guardians of the Holy Virgin that sheds tears. We were appointed by the Archbishop of Canterbury, but it was the Holy Virgin herself who chose us while she travelled through Europe.
Oh, yes. How did that happen?
She speaks without words.
She wanted
Back of
to
the
go
cart.
home. But where? It came to me in a dream. It
What's he
was
doing here? Indeed.
Kingsbridge. Now, brothers and sisters,
What's he doing there?
I have heard
Okay.
that life has not been kind.
Wood.
Kingsbridge,
Tapestry
but
hides
it is
the
in
white cover.
places like
Very simple
these,
cloth.
And in dark times like these.
Hello.
That God's light shines brightest.
Why are you hiding?
And along the road, from Paris, across Normandy,
I am Philip.
over the sea,
Who are you, young man?
and all the way to Kingsbridge.
Oh,
That's not fit for a
Devout
shrine.
Christians have given money
Okay.
for the building of the Church of the Weeping Madonna. This Church of Kingsbridge.
Nothing sacred about this.
I mean, yes, we figured that out, thank you. Old rags, very unlike the front.
In the beginning, I was not. I only had my faith. I knew not.
So he doesn't want to
the
respond to
powers
us,
or
does
destination.
the
Nevertheless,
boy?
I
Who we know
can
is
travel
Tommy.
many miles.
Oh, am I just going to talk about the boy?
Can you feel it? Brothers and sisters, you are about to witness a miracle. The Madonna knows how you have suffered. The Virgin Mother had to witness the rise and fall of her Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, and never stopped believing. Kingsbridge has endured many hardships. Prior James left you before his time when you needed him the most. Your old cathedral was burned to the ground,
Yeah,
How
Jack.
do you know this?
and your new one collapsed even before construction was finished. You have suffered the ruthless destruction of your market, homes, and lives.
Dada.
All of you have lost husbands, wives, and children. family and friends.
Ta-da!
All of you know how it is to be
follow him.
hungry and afraid.
Jack. Aliena.
Philip.
But this is...
A miracle, isn't it? Or something along those lines.
But how?
We thought it was time to give Tommy a home.
The boy? Your boy?
Well, Philip? Do you recognize him? Our little Tommy?
Tommy? But...
Where have you been?
It's been almost 3 years since I last saw you, Jack. Where on earth did you find him?
I'd almost given up looking for him. Then Tommy found him.
And you decided to come back.
Well, this is our home, after all.
Then what on earth is all this? This miracle?
With the Madonna, we were able to collect donations for your priory and for Kingsbridge.
Really?
We can start anew. We can rebuild the cathedral.
What's the catch?
I'll get to be master builder.
Why?
I've studied the cathedrals, churches, and houses they build in France and Spain. I saw how different their constructions were, with new shapes, colors, and ideas. Oh, you should have seen it. They combined rib vaulting and pointed arches. I want to do that. That's why.
Why here?
Because this is home.
Condemn their lies. Like, for the miracle, I can kind of see it. I don't know what... Again, I don't know what that means. Like, what is he condemning exactly? Is this where Philip just doesn't believe them? Yes, doubt that the money suffices.
The townspeople probably think that's enough to build a whole cathedral. But to me, it looks like about £100. You know, that won't even pay for a year's work.
Like all of this, it's a symbol. Enough for a fresh start.
And the Madonna will stay here. Kingsbridge will attract visitors and donations again.
You mean I should be thankful for these lies and tricks?
Jack! Aliena! You came back!
We wanted to see you, little sister.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. But look at you! And the little one!
Tommy.
How are the others?
Alfred left Kingsbridge. Richard shows up every now and then, and Ellen returned to the forest.
We need to visit.
What about Tom?
Father lives with her now.
Oh, okay.
What's wrong, Mother?
He's meant to be dead, I'm gonna guess.
I'm glad you're back.
I am too. Very glad.
She looks like she's about to cry.
She will weep for your suffering, Kingsbridge. She knows your pain.
What now?
The miracle!
Her eyes are wet.
Her eyes!
Look at her.
They're shining!
She cannot hold her tears any longer.
She is made of wood. It's impossible.
Why are you weeping?
She is mute ever since her husband died.
The Madonna has suffered as I have. She understands.
It seems through her faith in all of your lies, Mary has found a miracle. We can't keep trying to repair Kingsbridge by ourselves. Things are not improving. We're struggling to keep things as they are.
But we can't afford to hire help.
Without farming and fairs, we're back to Prior James's time.
All these past years, my advice was good enough for you. But it appears you've changed your mind now, again.
It is time we started doing something to wake up and make Kingsbridge what it used to be. We did before, and we can do it again.
I'm not willing to accept a risk like that. Don't you remember what happened last time? My, how easily we forget.
I remember well.
And still, you put your trust into a group of random strangers to make things better. Philip, why in God's name have you stood by and let this happen? They're tricking us into giving them money for false idols.
They are giving us money.
So that we'll place this idol in our priory? Do you approve of this?
Oh. What do you do? I mean, so was the woman? I assume the woman's name? I think the woman's name was Mary. Her speaking after having not spoken for 3 years. There is an element of, I don't want to say magic to that, or miracle to that, but Remigius does have a point. I mean, almost any statue can become an idol anyway. Yeah, I think I'm going to agree with Remigius.
No, I don't approve of their deception. The Madonna is a trick, no miracle. But the people have already decided, and I won't take away the hope they found. Did you not see what happened to Mary?
I saw. And I see that you intentionally turn a blind eye to the lies of your friends. I'm warning you. I cannot support a prior who tolerates heresy.
Your threat won't sway me. No matter how unconventional, their return and their gift are a blessing.
You made your decision, Philip of Gwynedd. And now, I make mine. I resign. I'm leaving the priory.
You got so big, Tommy. And you're just as shy as your father was.
Don't let him fool you. Usually, he's always up to something.
Children. Ugh.
We are so proud of you. Of both of you.
Is she still here? Your wife, Agnes?
No. Ellen and Martha moved her to Kingsbridge. She got a proper burial this time.
Will you come back with us, too?
Would you want that?
Yes. I need your help with the cathedral. Philip and I have big plans.
We'll come.
Ellen, we found Jack's family in Cherbourg.
The place he came from wasn't Cherbourg, it was Cherbourg.
Really? What were they like?
They were good people.
His grandmother said Jack looked just like him, like his father.
He does. But they never came for him or asked about him.
They thought he was dead. His ship sunk. He'd always wanted to go to England.
Have you ever heard of the White Ship?
No.
The king's family drowned.
My father was there. He was the only one who survived.
Not for long.
You told me that he was accused of stealing a chalice.
Yes. But I know he was innocent. I heard the story and had to find out what he looked like. He told me his name. I fell in love. I helped him escape. But in the end, they caught up with us.
What happened then?
They hanged him. I was there.
Oh, yes, that's what happened to
And
him.
you were there, Jack. But you weren't born yet. He was led to the gallows. Everyone was quiet. The people somehow knew he was not a thief. But I knew for sure. He told me. He was so afraid. He didn't want to die. I didn't want him to die. And I prayed. Then I heard his voice. Quiet.
Sang sweeter than ever, as if the falling melody might wing and net dissever. At dusk the hunter took his prey, the lark his freedom net.
No! No!
You said that 3 men were responsible for Father's death.
Who were they?
The Sheriff of Shiring, Percy Hamley, Prior James of Kingsbridge, and Archdeacon Waileran Bygod. They showed no mercy. Neither did I. I curse you! All of you! He will return to haunt you! One day, you will be judged for what you did. Your houses shall be consumed by fire. Your life shall end in pain and agony. You shall grow old in sadness and regret. The people they killed will return to haunt them. I promised them.
We welcome our new prior, Remigius. He helped to recover the bones of the Saint of Kingsbridge, Adolphus, from the hands of thieves. Adolphus already rests safely in this great cathedral of Shiring. Our master builder Alfred promised me that it will only be a matter of a few years until the cathedral will be finished. And the Earl of Shiring has promised to support us. But he has not done so for himself. No, the Earl is not a selfish man.
Well, that's not true.
His mother, Lady Hamley, is sick. More and more, I feel the whole of England is suffering from a sickness. The sickness of war, poverty, and most of all, heathen beliefs. I have spoken to God. I asked him, begged him to walk amongst us, to heal us. But God told me that only when this great cathedral is finished will he have a temple to reside in. No matter the cost, this shall be a towering castle to protect us from evil and false beliefs. With this cathedral, we will bring an end to the dark times.